Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is April 24th. Lisa, Lydia, Scott with you here. Of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning, but it stays on your feed, so you can watch it whenever it works for you. And remember, we always make it into a podcast when we're done, so you can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute or wherever you find your podcast.
Yeah, that's right. All right, today, starting off a little chilly when I got into the truck. I was like, ooh, kind of cold, but it's going to be great out today. Going to be very nice for us.
Yes, beautiful day ahead. Temperature's already warming. Most of us did fall down into the 20s. So Fargo, I saw, got as low as 29. It could have even gotten colder in between some of those hourly observations. So when the official lows come in, I'll update you. But it was chilly. Down into the 20s for a lot of us. Grand Forks, I know, was at 23 at one point. So that's a cold start. We've been spoiled with some mild temperatures in the mornings. This afternoon, though, we more than double those temperatures, and we will end up at about 65 here in Fargo, sunny sky, and light winds.
That's perfect.
So
what a bonus. Yeah. Wind today out of the south, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Temperature is a good 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of year. So do something outside today. I mean, even like a walk to the mailbox, running errands, all of those things just a little more comfortable.
Sit out on the patio, just enjoy
Open
it.
up the windows in the house.
Get that fresh air in. I say today's a good patio day because you don't have to chase around your napkins. You know, when you're like weighing everything down because it's windy. Not today, a light wind day. Tomorrow, though, weigh down the napkins. Wind out of the southeast at about 15 to 25, gusting 30 to 35. So we do have some strong winds tomorrow. It's pumping in warmer air. Tomorrow's highs do get into the 70s. It's kind of your trade-off for the warmer temperatures. You have to deal with the wind. That's in advance of showers and even some thunderstorms moving in late Thursday night into Friday. Waves of showers and thunder showers Friday, Saturday into Sunday. It will not rain constantly all 3 of those days, but you've got a decent bet for rain all 3 of those days. Tally all 3 of those days together and you're looking at about a ½ inch to an inch for most spots. Could be a little bit higher within some of those heavier cells or heavier pockets. I don't expect severe weather, just kind of some rumbles of thunder from time to time. Temperatures will take a hit because of that though. So we're in the 50s, upper 50s on Friday, low 50s Saturday, 40s for highs on Sunday. That's cold. That's a cold rain coming down.
That is.
And then temperatures do rebound next week back up into the 70s. Wednesday close to 80 degrees, so 1 week from today. And then I have more shower and thunderstorm chances late week next week, which of course at this point is still pretty questionable. But that's kind of what your forecast is looking like. Enjoy today. Again, do something outside today. You gotta. Okay, that's all.
Great.
Thanks,
Before
guys.
you leave, Lydia, Severe Weather Awareness Day. We have a tornado drill statewide in North Dakota at 11:15. Kind of give us your spiel about tornadoes and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so 11:15 this morning. It's going to get noisy in North Dakota. Minnesota, you had yours a few weeks ago. The sirens will go off for 3 minutes, which is kind of a long time, especially if you're located next to one of those sirens.
Good point,
It's a long time to listen to that sound. So don't panic today when you hear that. There's absolutely no severe weather in the forecast, but it's a good time to just kind of like take a step back and think about, okay, what would I do in a severe weather situation? Because a lot of those, you know, you don't really think it's going to happen to you until it does.
Exactly.
And what do you do? Where do you go? Do your kids know what to do? Couple of pointers. 1, have multiple ways to receive watches and warnings in case one fails. 1 would be, of course, our Storm Tracker app. Make sure your location and your notifications are on so that it will alert you wherever you go, wherever you are. 2, another way is a NOAA weather radio. Those are great, reliable resources, especially something to wake you up in the middle of the night if severe weather were to hit in the middle of the night. So have a way to receive watches and warnings. Know what county you are in. That's important because they are issued by county. Watches and warnings are. If you do go to your safe space, things to take with you. I know in the moment you're probably just like panicking and running to your safe place, but if you can keep maybe like a bag in your safe space, if it's in your crawl space or something, shoes is a good one.
Can you explain that?
Yeah.
Because,
if the house crumbles on top of you and you're okay, you're gonna have to crawl out of that, and you're not gonna want to do it in your socks or your bare feet because there will be, you know, wood and splinters. I understand this is kind of like a
worst case
that's
scenario,
never gonna happen to me. Yes, worst case scenario, but even so, it does happen. You see video of houses flattened frequently from the south from tornadoes. Shoes is a big one. Also, bike helmets is a good one too. If anything is gonna fall down on top of you, bike helmets, especially for kids. Bike helmets and shoes are good things to have with. If you can have like a cell phone, one that's not in commission or working with you, or a whistle is another good one. Just if you get stuck, then you have something to alert someone else. Sure. I know, again, those are all like worst case scenario, panic prepared things, but they're all good things to think about. Yeah. And then again, just today, think about your severe weather action plan. Even if it's just like, have you and your spouse talked about where would you go if you're at home? What if, when it's severe weather season, I'm probably here when there's severe weather. So like my husband and I have talked about what would you do, where would you go, what would you take with you, all of those things. So that's all just what today is for, because there's no severe weather today. So today is your day to take a step back and think about what you would do in a severe weather situation.
Like for me, I live in an apartment, so I'll go down to the lowest level, like
center of the
game
building
room or the parking garage or something like that. You don't want to stay second or third level in the apartment.
Right.
Yes.
And it helps kids to not find it as scary when they have a plan and they know what they need to do. And
Yes.
they might like finding a pair of shoes, put in there and a whistle to get them involved. And
all of that's important.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Lydia.
guys.
All right, well, the two Republican candidates vying to be North Dakota's next governor met in downtown Fargo for their first debate. Congressman Kelly Armstrong and Lieutenant Governor Tammy Miller answered more than 20 questions on a number of topics during the hour-long debate. The primary election is scheduled for June 11th. The winner will face Democrat Merrill Pepcorn and Independent Michael Coachman in the general election in November. And if you would like to hear or watch the debate, we actually have the entire debate posted on our website. Sweet. You can find it at inform.com. Just click on this story and it's linked inside.
All right, new this morning, the NDSU cheer team has a new head coach, and she's familiar with the herd. She is a former Bison cheerleader herself and assistant coach. Tammy Dursma is going to be leading the team. She has 20 years of coaching experience, 9 years of cheer experience herself. This announcement comes after NDSU went without his cheer team last season. We were told that was because they were rebuilding and they didn't have enough recruits to be on the squad. The dance team actually ended up kind of taking their place at football games last season, but you said this, Lisa, it just kind of wasn't the same. There was something missing.
The dance team is incredible, and they bring something, but I like to have both. And when the Bison score a touchdown, you need to see the cheerleaders, running down the field with the NDSU flags. And so it's great. I know you can read more about, tryouts and all that good stuff online as well. So, good to have the cheer team back.
That's right.
Okay, well, a popular brand of avocado oil is being recalled, so you might want to check your cabinets in your kitchen this morning. The FDA says Primal Kitchen is recalling over 2,000 cases of avocado oil. The deal is the glass may break, causing it to spill. The affected bottles are the 750 milliliter size. They have best when used by dates of August 19th through August 21st of this year. They were sold online at both Amazon and Walmart.
All right, this is kind of an alarming story, but don't freak out. I think it's more of a headline than anything, but it is something to be aware of. The FDA says bird flu has been found in milk that's been sold in grocery stores. Now, health experts say they don't believe it's actually going to make people sick, but they did find these traces in the milk. They said it probably came from the cow, but then it was pasteurized and then it's okay. So they don't believe it's going to make any people sick, but the USDA is conducting more tests just to make sure there's nothing to be worried about. In case you didn't know, the bird flu did jump to dairy cows for the first time last month. It's now confirmed in at least 8 states, as close to us as South Dakota.
Hot Mike with Dom Izzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra, also inform.com. The Wolves played another great game, beating the Suns. Dom's going to have a full breakdown of the win and look ahead to Game 3 on Friday.
Yep.
Plus, the NFL draft is just a day away. Will the Vikings make a move for quarterback? Dom's going to be talking about this, but also got to plug. You've been doing a lot of work this morning.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to completely just nerd out on First News. We're going to talk a lot about the draft. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's gotten bigger and bigger each year. So tomorrow on Hot Mic, we're going to be doing like a full mock draft, the whole first round. But on First News tomorrow, we'll kind of focus in on what the Vikings could do in the draft. We're also going to look at FCS players. Will there be Bison players, other FCS players taken in the draft? So we're going to set the stage, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You can watch the draft on WDAY, so that's cool too.
And I got to mention also the Fargo Force playing tonight, going for a sweep of the series. They're on the road, but you can watch. Actually, they're having a watch party at Shields Arena. So if you'd like to go, that's free. They're going to open up the doors about a half hour before the game, and I believe it's at 7.
Yeah, it's at Shields Arena at the Bar and Grill there. So that'll be a lot of fun.
So good stuff.
All right, don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to inform.com. Take advantage of it. Go to inform.com/subscribe and get that deal.
Our next newscast is coming up here at 11 this morning, and then we have you covered this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, and we'll be back tomorrow morning from 5 to 7 for more First News.
Join us then. Until then, have a great day.